I'm going to show you how to do this assignment. If you weren't here for it or you just don't remember, this is the video for you. So first thing is, I just need to show you there's 44 problems, and I'm not assigning you 44 problems. Really, this is for you to check out yourself. Where are you at in things? So before you try anything, what I want you to do is write, hang on, I meant to highlight, write 1 to 4 in the boxes, these boxes, next to each set of problems based off of the info above. And what is the info above? It's this right here, okay? So if you look at this section and you think, I do not understand how to do this, then you would put a 1 right here, okay? If you think, you know what, I can do this section with a little bit of help, then you put a 2, and so on, right? I think you guys all kind of understand how that works. But then what do I want after that? Well, let's say you were a 4. If you're a 4, then what I want you to do is I want you to do 1 problem. Pick, this one, or this one. I don't care which one, and just prove it. So prove it. Prove to yourself, prove to me that you are a 4, that you're like, I'm that confident about my ability. But if you start this and you realize that you can't, okay, well then you need to bump yourself to a 3, okay? And if you're a 3, well then, okay, still do 1 problem, but also I want you to write. What would it take to make you a 4, okay? And if you might think, well, I don't know, but you just give it a thought, all right? And then, okay, let's say you're a 2. If you are a 2, then guess what? I want you to do 2 problems, all right? So in this section, there's only 3, so, pick 2 of them and do them. And then last but not least, if you're a 1, this is not a punishment, but I want you to do all of them in that section, okay? And you might wonder, okay, how am I supposed to do all of them if I don't have a clue how to do this? Okay, so this is not a commercial for my YouTube channel. This is hey, I have given you some resources. If you are struggling with every single concept, here is a link to all of the problems, all 44. And notice it says 42 minutes. It takes me about 42 minutes to explain roughly how to do all of them. But let's scroll down here. These are the sections broken down, okay? So there's not, a ton of them, but here's the first section, the second section, third section, fourth section, fifth section, sixth and seventh section. So if you're stuck, don't stay that way. See what you can do to figure it out, okay? Last thing I need to point out is some sections, like on the back, have more than 3 problems. Okay, well, so then here's what I want you to do. Since this was all, that's no change. Since this was do 2 of them, okay, well then bump it up to 3 of them. This was do 1 of them, bump it up to 2 of them. And this is 1, just still do 1, okay? And then the last thing I want to point out is down here, I made kind of an organizational boo-boo. So let me show you what I mean. This fractions only box is related to this one, and this one. See how those are all 3 fractions? And then decimals only is talking about this one, and this one. See how those are all decimals? So when you're thinking about these, the fractions, 1, 2, 3, 4 here, decimals, 1, 2, 3, 4 here. And yes, I realize it also says fractions and decimals only here, but look, these are all fractions. These are all decimals, so not as confusing. So that's how you do this assignment if you were curious how to do it and how you do not have to do 44 problems. But the last thing I will say is be truthful, be honest with yourself, okay? Don't write 4 in this box if you're really a 2 or a 1, just because you're like, well, I'll get to do less math. That's not the point. The point is we are at the end of a section, and we want to know. I want to know. You want to know. Everybody wants to know. How you doing? Do you know what you're doing? So be truthful with yourself. Let me know how I can help you. See ya.